favorite nutritional supplements. I just want you to know what the most potent, powerful, actual wild and nutritional supplements that you can buy. You need to know which ones I use and which ones I depend on. And let me start with some of the books I've written. I've written this book called The Cure is in the Cupboard, and it's a generic book about the powers of wild oregano, the oil of wild oregano, the juice of oregano, the crude wild oregano crushed herb with Rus coriaria, that's known as Oregamax. And this is just so you know what I absolutely rely on for myself and those who I consult with. So this is a guide on the use of the material. And basically the kingpin is the oil of oregano. This is the P73, and this is the actual spice, the wild spice, special species of spice that are hand harvested, absolutely picked by the villagers, and then dried and extracted with mountainous water as steam into this oil of oregano. Now this is the edible kind. This is the only oregano oil, not only that is guaranteed wild and is 100% village, produced and hand-picked, that it's ethically harvested, that it produces jobs for the village people, that it's extracted with actual deep aquifer water, that it's not farm-raised, but that it is edible and we can use it, as I do daily or every other day, for health maintenance and to clean up the system. Absolutely fantastic so that you don't get sick in the winter. This is not to make a medical claim that might defy the current system. This is just my personal experience. I don't get cold, flu, bronchitis, sinusitis. I don't get any of it taking this on a regular basis. Again, you have to understand, safe for daily consumption or every other day or aggressive use if you have to, both internal and topical. And this is germicide. It kills viruses, bacteria, fungi. Company doesn't make such claims, but I can tell you as an independent individual that I know for certain, both in the scientific studies, the animal tests, the human tests, numerous human tests now, that this kind of stuff, this oregano P73, this wild oregano, is a germicide, is an antiseptic, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, antimold, and for some parasites like amoebas, protozoans, it's anti. Now, that type of material is available as a super strength, which is 300% more concentrated of the oregano oil in the olive oil medium. I prefer this. I take it with me everywhere I go. This is the kind of thing that you don't want to go home without it. And the oregano P73, the beauty of this, a small bottle like that, if you're traveling on a plane or whatever you're doing, you just put a couple drops under the tongue, rub it on the chest, if you will, rub it on the bottom of the feet. I like to also see it rubbed down the shins where the lymphatic vessels attach. So there you have it. Internal, again, topical. Internally, to protect you. Also, if you did have a virus, a cold, a flu, a bronchitis, if you had some kind of a problem, maybe a bad tooth, maybe it's an infection somewhere in the body and they're trying to help you and you want to do something alternative, perhaps it's something common like bronchitis, sinusitis, colds and so forth. This is your kingpin right here. And you can, again, to reiterate, you use it. Now, the one question people ask is, if I use a lot of it, could it kill the healthy bacteria? I haven't seen that be too big of a problem, but yes, if you're using big doses, don't worry about it if you're taking 2 or 3 drops a day, okay? But if you're taking 20, 30 drops or more, whatever, taking a lot, go ahead and take your healthy bacteria a little extra, and you should be taking that anyway. The other interesting form everybody asks about is, okay, the steam is extracting the oil. What's this? Well, the steam is also extracting a water-bound form of oregano. That's correct. So while you're dripping oil into one drum, you're dripping this steam. And this is the condensed steam of wild oregano, high in oxygen. It's the kind that goes into the membranes in the brain, the spinal cord. This is soluble in the fat. This is your water phase, your blood, your skin, into the lymph. This is the phase into the fat, like the brain, the spinal cord, the organs, the liver, the spleen. So why not use the juice as a shot straight up into the head, and great for elderly, and of course multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, Parkinson's disease. of people did real well, a couple of feeders with Lou Gehrig's. And so, but it's not a medical claim, it's just a fact of what happened. This is soluble into the neuronal tissue and so on, the fat. And so that's some of the powers of wild oregano. Of course, that comes in gel caps, it comes in a sinus spray. This is the most potent, useful antiseptic for your better health, for prevention, and to take so that you don't have to suffer with these infections that strike us daily.